And love is sincere love. We do give thanks for this wonderful opportunity that we are alive with you once more. Definitely, I feel good. I'm in the heavens. I do feel great. Awesome. Give thanks for all those of you who are live with us on YouTube, those who are live on Facebook, HTS, and also those who are live on Instagram, and people who are right here in St. Lucia, specifically here with us this Tuesday evening. I mean, normally, we're supposed to start at 9, but I do sincerely apologize that, I was a bit tardy today, I won't say late, but I was tardy. As I had an engagement where I was doing a little presentation with another set of people that actually went over the time, so I give thanks for your understanding and also your patience, and I do give thanks for all those of you who are actually joining us here. So, greetings, Honorable Priest from Toronto, give thanks, Honorable from Toronto, give thanks, everyone here in St. Lucia. And this evening, as our time is a bit short, we only have about a 45 minutes. Happy to see the eye also. I'm not seeing you, Valerie, so she says happy to see me. I'm not seeing you, You'd have to be able to see our people when they see us. So many people see me, but I don't see them. But she say, happy to see you. So I'll say same to happy to see you too. Okay, right, but I'm not seeing her. So this evening we're going to be looking at specifically, as we are keeping on the whole topic of cleansing. All right, and we speaking principally of the aspect of how is it that you cleanse your physical structure, and we have looked at the whole aspect of just maintaining that physical structure, because the foundation of everything is cleaning. If whatever it is that you are about to embark upon, specifically, you have to begin that whole process with a cleaning. You have to clean. You have to, even if you're gonna build a house, you have to clean the spot. If it's that you're gonna, cook some food, you have to make sure that this place is, you have to clean. Even the food you cook, and you have to clean. It's important. It's imperative that you actually clean. So cleaning your physical structure. I mean, previously, we've looked at how it is that you could keep your physical structure clean to ensure that your physical structure works optimally. You are 100%. You are fit. You are strong. You are free from pain. You are free from disease. You are free from sickness. So it is very important that, as a people, that we actually understand the significance of just also cleansing your life, your whole life of certain type of people. They have people that you have to purge your life of. There are like, if it is that you have to be very, I would say, very strong, very principled, very disciplined, to be able to actually deal with certain type of people and still maintain a level of sanity, meaning that you maintain that level of, okay, you're all right and everything is good, and and everything is nice still, whatever that person is going through, whatever they say and do, that's their business, but I'm okay, whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to be strong. And even if you are strong, as we hear, it says that lead I not into temptation. Like, you're not supposed to lead yourself into temptation, right? So it is important that, as a man or as a woman, that the same way that you are ready to cleanse your physical structure and take a blood cleanse and a liver cleanse and a dewormer to cleanse out all parasites. Yes, Honorable Brother Regis, give thanks, my beloved brother Rastafari. So the same way that you are willing to, when you want to cleanse your physical structure, drink some Castilla Latte to cleanse the liver, you drink some Spanish needle to actually cleanse the kidneys, you drink some patchouli to actually cleanse the stomach. You might drink some vervine to actually cleanse your spleen, or whatever it is that you want to do. You just cleanse. So the same way that you actually want to cleanse your physical structure, right? It is important also that we learn to cleanse our life. You know, so it is important that in the life that you live in, that you are able to get rid of people who are not beneficial to your own progress and to your own upliftment. There are some characters that, I mean, come on, there are some characters that, I mean, as soon as the character actually come around you, you would feel, boy, what kind of character is that? That's some kind of, some characters that you're just not supposed to associate yourself with. Life is a balance. That's why we speak of what we refer to as the mosquito principle. So there are parasites, that would actually suck on your blood, and then they wouldn't really kill you, But there is what you call the mosquito principle. The mosquito principle is the principle whereby this animal, right? This animal will come and they will bite you. Literally bite you and stick a little needle into your veins and suck your blood, right? And while they sucking your blood, they're giving you disease. So some people, when they get mosquito bites, oh my goodness, it is sores and everything. Remember, the mosquito come and they suck your blood, and then they still give you disease. So you have a lot of people who have mosquitoes. They just like mosquitoes, they parasites, and they're worse than like a worm that might, feed on you for what? Nah, man, they will suck on you, and then they give you a disease, and then because mosquitoes can bite somebody and kill them. Yeah, I mean, you get a mosquito bite, you get a little malaria and thing, boy, and you're dead. As simple as it is. And remember, the mosquito actually sucked your blood, and it gave you a disease, and then it actually killed you and took your life. So there are people that actually move in them same type of speed there with the same type of animal characteristics of the mosquito. So there are people that's in your life that suck on you. Yeah, man. They suck on you. And they eat and they drink and they whatever benefits that they get from you. And then they give you disease. You have to get rid of them. You have to cleanse your life of people like that. It's like the mosquito principle. And you know, you would know the type of people that are in your life that always want something and they never want to give you anything. So, and I'm talking about, it's not, there is a principle, there is a fundamental principle that you call the widow's mite. The widow's mite. Right? Meaning that you give everything that you have with your heart. So what you are giving is what you have. So a man might give $10 and a man might give 10 cents. But the man that gives the $10 has $100,000. But the man that gives the 10 cents only had 10 cents. So the 10 cents that the man actually give you. A man gave you $10, but he had $100,000, but he just gave you $10. But a man give you 10 cents. But the 10 cents he gave you is all the money that he had. So, out of which space is that giving is coming out with a greater value? right? Out of which space? It has to be. It has to be out of the space that gives it all. So, in any relationship, when you are relating, it's business. It is like, it is, you give and you take. You give and you take, and you give and you receive. So if it is that you are in a relationship and then you are only giving and you're receiving nothing and nothing at all, man, that person must be some kind of mosquito kind of spirit. Yeah, because there is what you call the widow's mite. So, nah, but you have to give and you have plenty of money and the person has money and you have this and you have that. But I mean, the person can give you a glass of water, or pick a bouquet of flower, and then give you a nice little bouquet of flower, any little thing, man. They can go by the road and get some stones and paint the stones and say, well, give thanks or whatever, and then they create something from stone. Like I'm talking about best stone. And they create something from stone, and then they give you something from a stone that they got by the road and thing. Or they get a piece of little cardboard and they cut it up and then they give you something. So at least it shows that there is a balance whereby you give and you receive. So there are mosquitoes. There are people that will be in your life. Because remember, you're cleansing, You cleansing. You cleanse around you and you make sure that you're good and things. So in cleansing, you have to really critically examine there is a life cleansing whereby you have to literally get rid of some characters out of your life. And sometimes, people make it seem like as if it is something that is, difficult and thing, but who gives you and who doesn't, who checks for you and who doesn't. You understand? So it's simple. If it is that you are in a relationship and it's one-sided, whereby you never receive anything from that relationship, it's one-sided. That's what it is. Come on. So you can sit down and you can say, well, I know this brother there, how many times have I been in need that this brother could have actually stood up and helped me in my time of need? Okay, how many times have they been in need and I've actually helped them in a time of need? Or how many times have they actually offered me something? Or even ask, how are you doing? How was your day? So this as simple as in the simplicity of all these things there, the characters that are in your life, in your space, you could critically analyze them. It's not you don't have to do you don't have to go and do no kazam or no abracadabra. You don't have to go and read no card. You don't have to look in no crystal ball. You don't have to do anything at all. You could just critically analyze your relationships and see the people around you. How is it that they relate to you? It's simple. So how is it that the people that are around you, in your vicinity, how is it that the people who sit with you and dine with you and talk to you and walk with you, how is it that you could tangibly quantify and qualify how it is that they invest in your life? Because remember, there are mosquitoes. Yeah, there are people, there are mosquitoes. They'll bite you, they'll suck your blood, and they'll give you disease just to kill you. Alright, so you might think that, yeah, but I'm very serious, man. So you know when a mosquito bites you, you have to, you squash them. I mean, it's just by reflex, But some people, they get so numb already. The mosquito will be, you never see that a mosquito biting someone on their forehead and then, the mosquito might be biting them on their forehead there and the mosquito, they're sucking on their body, but they can't see the mosquito. So, because the mosquito is smart. So the spirit of the mosquito is that the mosquito will actually come in the area and even like numb the area, and and come and then bite you or creep and bite you and then sucking on you. So you see the mosquito biting the person and the mosquito fat with blood ready to explode and sucking, and then the person might not even know the mosquito is actually sucking on them. So in your life you have plenty of mosquitoes, plenty of people who carry the mosquito spirit, who are there around you, by you, next to you, on you, sucking on your blood, your very existence, and you don't even know. Right? And sometimes it takes someone to point out the mosquito for you. So you say, man, look at mosquito biting you. Right? And you slap up the mosquito. But sometimes the mosquito, the mosquito is smart, the mosquito will fly away and escape. So you have to examine your life and say, well, I have that person and this person and these people and all that there. And you could say, well, how many times has Joshua actually offered to help me in doing anything? How many times have Joshua asked me to help him in doing something? What has Juliet ever given me for my when it is that I'm in a time of need, or if I'm in a time of need, can I call Juliet and can Juliet give me some assistance? Right? Has Juliet, like out of the blue, felt concerned enough about me to see how I was doing and give me a call, and or just send me a little love note or something and just check on me? Have Juliet ever done that? How many times have I done that for Juliet? Because remember, you could be a mosquito yourself. Because, okay, you there searching yourself. Right? You there might be searching other people for mosquito characteristics, but you're not checking your own self for your own mosquito characteristics. Because while checking for people's mosquito characteristics, you check your own self, because you self might be a mosquito. You might be a parasite sucking on somebody's blood and giving them disease and thing, and then you don't even know that you're a mosquito. So while you are actually critically analyzing Juliet, and ask yourself, how many times have Juliet done anything for me? How many times have Juliet just out of the blue say, oh, how you doing? Is everything all right? Is there anything I can do to assist you? Right? Or how many times have Juliet just popped up and give you a little gift? And then you ask yourself, how many times have I just called Juliet and asked Juliet how she's doing? How many times have I given Juliet something? How many times have I actually just checked upon Juliet and give her a little surprise? You critically analyze people and you analyze yourself. And check to see whether you yourself not a mosquito, because plenty. I'm telling you that the mosquito can be biting you and sucking your blood and you wouldn't even feel it. And the thing about it is that a lot of people are mosquitoes, and then they so you might be saying, boy, Juliet never done for me, and then you yourself never do nothing for Juliet neither. So you are a mosquito just like Juliet. So it is very important that you make people own up. So in any relationship that you have, people have to own up. You have to, if it is that we are in a relationship, we are relating, come on, you have to own up. You have to put in your value. You have to add something to the relationship to actually make it something that is potential. So even if that you don't have that resource to actually give, probably you could just express little ways of just gratitude and then just give simple things. Your widow's mite, what you have to offer, right? And The thing about it is that it might seem and trust me, you don't have to go to anybody to read your card or read your palm or anything, or any psychiatrist or anybody to tell you who are the people that's around you that's no good. You know. People you can't count upon. Right? And they are plentiful, plenty of them outside there that are just no good. And you now as an individual, you must have the fortitude, you must have the strength to get them out of your life. Cleanse your life of people like that. You understand? So what you do, you create an environment whereby these people that can't, I know mosquito like smoke, so you just smoke out the place and mosquitoes disappear. So the same way, they have ways that you could live your life, because remember, as you are analyzing the person, you are introspecting yourself, because it's justice. So as you are questioning another man's loyalty, you have to evaluate your own loyalty. So it's not about you just there standing and pointing at people and making it look like as if you're doing everything and people not doing anything. You have to critically also analyze yourself, because that's the whole point. The whole point is that how is it that you could shape your life as an individual, whereby you know that you are actually living in a balance? Because I want to be just and balanced. I want to know that how I move myself is in a just and a balanced manner. I want to know that what I do, it's done in a high level of authenticity. I want to know, well, that if I give a man a glass of water, that I can drink that same water. Or if I give somebody a plate of food, I can eat that same food. If I ask someone to sit in a chair, I can sit in that same chair. Because, I want to feel that at least that there's a level of principle and sincerity and and truthfulness and honesty in the way that we interact with other people. So this evening I want you to take a time out and critically analyze your life. Right? And check out for the people who always, every time they call you is a problem. Right? Every time they call you, just check. There are some people, every time they call you is a problem. So every single time that person there will not call you, and then they don't tell you that, oh, well, I just called to see how you're doing. I pray that everything is blessed and I give thanks. Or I just called to pray with you and I've seen the works that you are doing, and I want to just pray with you and bless you, because they might be a Christian or they might be whatever that they are, but they check on you. Every time they call you is a problem. Oh, the father was quarreling with them and they were fighting over there, that person, and that person there do them that, and this person do them that, and this that. The husband was doing this, and the wife was doing that, and I went over there, and the mechanic this, and the clean that, and they were late. Every single talk that they talk is a problem. And the thing is that they would never call, and then when things are beautiful and upful and probably they had a wonderful day and they got up this morning and they felt awesome, right? They say, oh, blessed love, honorable, I just got up this morning and I'm feeling awesome, and I wanted to just share that moment with you. And then, okay, yes, you feel awesome, and then you're sharing an awesome moment. So you could wait and you could say, but how many times this person just call and say, well, oh, how are you doing? I was feeling awesome this morning and I decided to call you and share my joy and my, and my beautiful state. But at the end of the day, what happens is that anytime you have a problem, they'll call. They'll call. And when they call you, they want to spend 5 hours on the phone talking about their problems. Or they meet you by the road. As they meet you by the road, but it's a problem. Every time that these people meet you is a complaint. People like that, you don't want them in your life. They are unjust. If you just, that means that at least if you feel like You could share your sorrows with me. Why you cannot share the joys? Oh, so all I'm good for is sorrows. That's why I tell people, well, look, as a healer, as a healer, you hardly find people that always come and tell you that their head hurting them, their back hurting them, they have this, they have that, they have this, they have that, they have this, they have that, and then you would hardly find anyone that just comes and say, well, priest, I just came to see, because I'm feeling good, and I wanted to tell you, give thanks. So people love them things. So at the end of the day, you see these type of people, they have to get them out of their life. They are some kind of parasite, some kind of people who just all they want to surround your life with is a holy person. The worst things that if somebody died, they want to come and show you the picture of that death there. I don't want to come and say, but I say you never had they kill this man there, man, they shoot that man. Oh, there was this thing there, and they just what's that man, and they come and show you some kind of, and they never have any good news. Nothing at all. They never call to share a wonderful moment. It's not good. Right? There's a balance. And that balance is that as you cleanse your space and you cleanse your life, you critically analyze what other people who actually genuinely make you feel good. Genuinely took a time out to actually check up on you, give you a call, see that you are right. As simple as these things are, these things, they are very important, and that is what actually lays the foundation for a genuine and a fruitful and a prosperous symbiotic relationship, not a parasitic relationship. Because there is no way that you could actually make it with so many mosquitoes. The mosquitoes will scare you. You'll get scars, you'll get malaria or some other kind of disease from mosquitoes, that dengue fever or some type of thing. So people that are parasitic, that are not contributing to your life, you have to genuinely and honestly, critically analyze your space, and then see whether you are someone who, that in your relationships, you actually give forth, give forward that relationship to actually add value to that relationship. So if you could do that, then you are on your way. Check and see how the people in your life contribute to your life. See whether they add value to your life, they make your life better. If it is that all they do is complain in your life, they're not good for you. So give thanks, definitely. But I'll open up the lines and see if anybody wants to call and, they want to contribute to whatever that we have to say. The lines, we'll open up the lines in the last 20 minutes or so, as definitely. We be gonna be tardy tonight. So those of you who want to call, definitely you could call. If you want to ask a question on Instagram or you want to ask it on the tube, definitely you could actually do that. Yes, give thanks, Priest Kailash. I ordered the manual. I got it in hand. It's very informative, I must say. Oh, give thanks, Honorable Kellon. I pray that I read it deep. Razak, President Honorable, give thanks for life. Greetings from the family. We're growing with our new baby girl. One love, and keep up the great works in Jah name. Oh, give thanks, Rastafari. Bam, bam, bam. Jamaica Hair. Oh, give thanks. So give thanks. If you have any questions, we'll open up the lines, and also on Instagram, those of you who want to ask a question, you could basically just ask that question. But at the end of the day, it is very important that you must have that kind of you have to be brave. You have to stand up for yourself, because at the end of the day, nobody really can stand up for you. In my field and my expertise of taking care of people who are not well, what I have realized is that a lot of people, they work hard and like in their dying days as elders, or they're not well. Nobody likes sickness. So no matter how your wife actually loves you, or your husband actually loves you, or your children actually loves you, there comes a point in time when you are not well, and probably that they might have to change your diaper 2 or 3 times a day. and then they might have to come and feed you every day. They get tired of it, and then they start to wish that you go to a better place. Yeah, they say, oh, that kind of life, it's better he goes into a better place. And when you die, they say, well, he's in a better place. He was, he's in a better place. But I'm telling you that these are the same people that you actually live your life for. You cared for, you worked hard for, to take care of, and feed and shelter, right? And in the moment of calamity, 99% of everyone would just disappear. So if it is that you actually find an individual that in your sickness and in your grief and in your pain that could actually be there with you, that is a blessing. And you have to give thanks for that. So you have a responsibility that responsibility is that caring for yourself. So making your decisions have to be based upon you, what makes you happy. You can't be afraid of hurting people's feelings so much that you actually sacrifice your own existence, your own growth, your own manifestation in what you want to be, what you want to become. So you have to be free, and then you have to be strong to be able to stand aside and allow people to actually do what they want and do what you want. And when you critically analyze yourself, you see that what you say that is the best thing to do, that's what you are doing. That's why it says that he that knows better, do better. So when you analyze yourself for certain characteristics and you analyze people, that means that you're supposed to be doing the good that you know you're supposed to be doing. Yes, Damian Edwards, give thanks from Barbados. Stella Foster, give thanks. Honorable, Attend Society, give thanks. Gordian, give thanks from Florida. Give thanks for all those of you who are with us. So when it is that we understand that fundamental reality of life, that if you're not well, your children are going to get tired of you. And then they're going to put you in a little dark room. And they're going to put, a little dark room, a little bed. And they put 2 flowers in a bouquet. And then they put all type of juices on a table. Just to show that they're giving you juice, and put a plate, a little piece of bread and a little piece of salad. Just to say they're giving you salad and thing. And you're just there in the room. And then, a little fan on you. And you're there withering away and dying, you don't have no attention. No one comes and hold your hands and rub your hand and say, oh daddy, I love you, I love the eye, you've done so much good for me, and oh, give thanks for the love. Or mommy, I love you, mommy, give thanks for everything that you've done, and come and rub mommy's foot and give mommy love, and that love could help mommy to actually fight and beat and be successful and win the disease. But mommy is just packed in a little room with a fan on her and a little piece of white bread and some canned juices. And then what happens is that you just locked in that room. So I've seen these things there plenty times. I've seen that plenty times in my life, because people always, used to come to us when they dying, and I see how it is that people deal with them and their loved ones, and that taught me the lesson of the significance of loving yourself unselfishly. And being very deliberate in reading your life of certain characters. Literally. Just read your life of certain characters. And feel alright about it. Just know, well, look, these kind of people are not the boy my life and thing. But sometimes you don't have to tell them anything. Just, I say, if you smoke the place, mosquitoes wouldn't be there. So just different ways that you begin to live your life, that you actually naturally repel these types of people. So it's not something that you have to aggressively do, you know. Is you have to step up your own vibration and critically examine your own life and begin to vibrate on a particular frequency. And you don't have to tell nobody anything about the thing. Just because of how you live your life, definitely you're going to be able to read yourself autism. Yes, I'm not getting any calls right now. What happened? I don't know. Is the line all right? I'm not getting any calls. People don't want to talk about that topic, you know, because what you want to hear about is what help for headache and what help for this. See, what's somebody asking? What's the best for leg and foot pain? You know. I always say it is very good just to say good night, blessed love, greetings, how are you doing? Even before you ask a question. Right, so at the end of the day, you know, that these simple things, that's why I tell you, you give and you receive. So you want to get a response to a question. So then you say good night or peace and blessings. Right? And then, you know, and then you remember we at school, you know, you don't have to feel no way if I correct you on Instagram or wherever you are, or if you call on the phone, and you don't have to feel away. That's not what it is. I mean, if it is that you don't have these funding principles, you know, these, I mean, you need to grow up and you need to get it and you need to organize yourself and behave in an appropriate manner, because it is important that that's the balance that life is. What kind of person would do something like that? So just by how someone actually behaves, you could tell, you know, what kind of person they are. Now we need the mental detox as much as the physical detox, Honorable. Yes, well, that's why I'm telling you, you have to cleanse your life of certain people. So we done past the mental. We're talking about now your space, the people around you. You know, feel good to just get rid of certain people around you and ensure that your space is a wholesome space where you could flourish. And sometimes you get rid of these people for their own benefit, you know, because, you know, you ultimately, you know, because you're good and you're wonderful, you know, you would automatically take care of everything. By the end of the day, you don't want the mosquito to bite you and kill you. You rather stay alive. Yes, Honorable, physical utterance of love and appreciation one must practice. Yes. Okay, all right. Give thanks. If you have no more questions or anything that you want to say on what we're talking about, I don't want any question on anything else. No pain, nothing like that. We're speaking of cleansing your space of people who are not progressive. You know, the number to call is 1-758-452-2693. That's 1-758-452-2693. Yes, please give thanks for the works you do, or give thanks, Honorable. My opinion alone of people act that they will do is out of ignorance and lack of education. Yeah, but so if a man is ignorant, because ignorant is like a lack of knowledge, you know, you don't know. So if a man is ignorant and doesn't know that, you know, if he drive over your head, he'll squash it, and then he drive over your head. He still drive over your head, and he still squash it. You know, so ignorance, the reason why is not. That's why you have to surround yourself with the caliber or the quality of people that because remember, it is you critically analyzing yourself too, you know. So the same standards that you hold people to, you uphold the same standards. So you could be a role model, an example, but there is no way that you could actually achieve that type of level of upliftment if you are surrounded by a particular type of people. So because the hour that you're going to sit down by the road and you're going to listen to somebody thinking about you, that person could have come and you could have discussed a nice little idea, and then you could have put that idea out, and then you could have become and do something progressive. Don't deal with people who just on gossiping talk, and talk and gossip. If you have people in your life, all they want to come and talk about is gossip, and all they want to talk about is other people, what that person is doing, it's a waste of time. If you want to be progressive, talk with people that is, if you want to gossip and that's what you want, right? You could cleanse your life of good people and bring in bad people also. It's what you want, right? So if it is that you're a progressive person, it is important that then, you critically analyze what people bring into your life. And it is not about how much money the person has. Is what you also call the widow's mite principle. How much of what they have, they are actually giving and they are contributing to the relationship. If it is that you find out that they're not doing it, and after you analyze it, you would analyze it, because you could see the people around you and you could see how is it that they contribute towards your livity. Greetings, how do you go about that when it is a parent who seems to be that way, asking with love and respect? Yeah, but at the end of the day, remember, that for you to be, if you love yourself enough and you are a daughter, right? One of the fundamental principles of being a good daughter is just checking for your parents, having a good relationship with your parents. So taking care of your parents, right, to the extent that your parent, your mother or your father, right, cannot be classified, right, as a parasite, because they already contribute to your whole creation. So the contribution of life that your mother and your father give you already, that there is like, you cannot classify them as a mosquito, because the mosquito never create you. Your father and your mother, your physical creators of the spiritual creators of the godly, heavenly God and goddess. The earthly God and goddess is your mommy and your daddy. So the gift of life that they've given you, that alone, even if they do nothing else, right, is worthy enough that you take care of them and you honor them and you love them and you glory them. So for me, it will be my honor and my privilege to be in a position whereby I can thoroughly take care of my parents. Right now, it doesn't mean that I have to go and live with my parents, because I'm my own man. I might not be comfortable in the space that they are, but I still thoroughly take care of my parents, because my parents have their life, I have my life, right? So it is very important that as a man, I have that capacity to take care of my parents, and it's not a burden for me to do whatever it is I can do for my parents. Why? Because they have earned that love and that care just by the fact that they created you. Anything else is a bonus. Give thanks. You have about 4 more minutes remaining. But it means that you don't have to live your life. Not because it's not like as if you live your parents' life for them. Your parents have lived their life, right? But at the end of the day, right, you live your life how you want to live your life, and in that way you still honor your mother and your father, and you still show them love, you still respect them. You never curse them or anything. A man should never curse his mother nor his father, never. And not as a woman. So these things, they are just like, like the foundational principle. Never curse your mother and your father. Honor them, respect them, no matter what. If for some reason you have to have a distance from them, have your distance. But still, if you are in a position in your life whereby you could take care of your mother and your father as a son, definitely you would have to do that aspect.
Greetings and well, please. I'm always tuned into your show, Great Knowledge. I always urge my brothers and sisters to listen. Definitely cleansing of different energies from others is paramount. We have to cleanse our thought process first, though. Well, we done go through that already. If you always listening to the show, we cleansing of thoughts is something that we talk of already as we've been discussing it. The cleanses today is just that we're talking about. We not talking about no other cleanse, but the cleansing of people who are parasitic around us and people who actually suck on us. That's the most important thing that we are talking about right now. All right, so we have about 2 more minutes. Honor your parents, Razak, Song Vibration, Luf Gavi. That's why I always say you can learn something from bad people. That is what not to do, to have a different way of, yeah. You have to learn from bad people. You have to learn from everything. So even like your parents, you are a physical manifestation of your parents, a combined total of the two. So the worst thing about your mother and your father, you would be doing the same thing. So critically analyze yourself and see what's bad about your mother and your father and look for it in yourself and correct yourself. If you that knows better, do better. So instead of bad talking your mother and quarreling about your mother's weaknesses, you have the same old bad manners. Look for it in yourself, correct it, and uplift yourself. Why do I keep attracting bad people in my life? Well, you should answer that question. You should give yourself a standard. So set yourself a standard that you won't attract bad people in your life. Give yourself a standard. Have a standard. Give yourself a bar. Don't just accept anything. So you could see the signs. Where can I get the herbal manual? I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Well, you could go on priskelash.com or akimpia.com, richsoulfood.com, any of these. You could get the herbal manual. Yeah. Give yourself a standard. So give thanks for all those people there who are with us. Give thanks for all those who have joined us. It is 1 minute before the hour of 10 o'clock. Spiritual healing, practices Rastafari, our dub vibrations are key. Also the words we use, especially our music. Give thanks. As I love honorable, give thanks. Michelle, honor your parents. Corey, people don't respect the standards. That's their business. You have to respect it. It's not about whether people respect the standards. It's about you hold your standards. The only reason why people respect your standards is because respect is not given, it's earned. Too many people asking you about herbs and not even greeting you. You shouldn't let people do that to you. It's all right, but they're not doing anything to me. They're doing things for themselves. So when they do that, it's like not do me. I go, I vibrate in a different frequency. I am not thing, if they ask me that and that's the level that I am, I'll still answer the question if I'm in the mood, of course. And if not, then I won't answer. But it's not like that. They're not doing anything to me. They do it to themselves. They must have their standard, because blessed is the man that giveth, not the one that taketh. Right, so give thanks, Monsoon 2009. The time is there upon us. Michelle Yoka, can I sing to you? Yeah, you could send a song in the DM and you could sing and I'll listen to it. Yeah, KG273, blessings, thank you all, give thanks, honorable, give thanks, Lisa, give thanks, all those of you who were with us this evening, heart of love, give thanks everyone on YouTube also, give thanks for joining us, and give thanks for being live with us. Open your eyes, maybe. Blessed love, Rio Stone, give thanks. Yes, Princess Maya. If you does have moods, yeah, everybody have moods, man. Of course, if I'm in the mood, I'm in all type of moods. Everybody have moods, of course. Yeah, so give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Give thanks for all good things around us, sent from Zion above. So we praise for his divine love. Give thanks for all those of you who were with us this evening. Give thanks for those of you who were with us on Helen Television Service, those of you on Instagram, those of you on YouTube. Give thanks for the divine love. And remember, slap the mosquito when it come and suck your blood. And always keep your senses, critically analyze the people in your life. See what they contribute into your life. If they don't contribute anything, check what is it you contribute into their life. And make yourself a better person by checking that. And then, if it is that you see, well, they don't step up, you chase them like a mosquito and create a standard within your life to keep yourself wholesome. Give thanks. Blessed love.